All right, there we go. Stream is running. All right. Oh wait, I need to turn this off.
Did you advertise it on your Discord?
Yes, I put it on my Discord. Let me just make sure this camera is all right. Um, yeah, I think that's all right. Okay. There we go. If you want to see the camera, I have to pull it up like this.
No, I don't want to see the camera. I just wanted to see your painting,
Oh, okay.
your reference.
All right, it says stream is healthy, so looks like we started. Cool.
You didn't.
Hmm.
You're painting it bluer than what it is, aren't you?
That's just reference.
Oh, so you're deciding to make it bluer and like fuck around with it?
I'm not beholden 100% to the reference. Like slight variations are okay. I also might not include some of the background elements into the
Like the cube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, welcome to anyone who's viewing.
It's his birthday stream!
It's my birthday.
Woohoo!
That is my partner Michelle. For those who could hear it, I'm assuming everyone can hear her. We're using one mic, but it should be able to pick up everything.
It's a good thing I'm loud.
Yes.
Where can I see people that are watching?
You can see people right there. No one's in chat right now, so we might have been talking to ourselves this whole time.
I don't care that we're talking. I'm used to that.
Yeah, plus it's recording, so it will.
You reuse gloves. It's gross.
Huh?
It's gross that you reuse gloves.
The gloves are useful.
I didn't say that it's gross to use gloves. I said it's gross that you reuse.
Did I reuse them?
Yes.
No, I don't. It's a waste to not reuse them at least a few times.
Whatever.
I also try and use my my rags too.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, wizard.
I'm giving this girl my number.
Hey, love.
So?
Just saying.
I'm not saying my number. I'm just telling you.
That's fine.
I was gonna take a picture of you and send it to her. So you're gonna have to take your hair down, because I need you to be in peak optimal. I swear to God, I just gave her my number. Okay. Anyway, I told her I was gonna send you a photo of her or you a painting because it's your birthday and stuff. I should make you wear a hat.
No, thank you.
No, you should wear a birthday hat.
No, thank you. I do not want to wear a birthday hat.
You need a birthday hat. A birthday hat would be good for you. Because it's your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So a hat.
Mm-hmm.
To celebrate.
No, thank you.
Oh, whatever. You're no fun.
I know, I'm no fun.
Look at Wizard's doing really good.
Wizard is doing really good.
Later. Come on. Later.
He's so awkward in my room, though. It's funny.
He is. Oh, I love you. Oh, I love you so much. I love you so much. You're the best puppy in the world. Best puppy in the whole world.
I will say this: if after doing the Monday night streams, like for a month or two, if I'm still not, no one's coming into it, I might change the day. It's so convenient for me as far as work is concerned.
Yeah.
But I suspect that it's not a very convenient day for most people.
Put your hair down. Please.
I can't really do that right now.
I can do it for you. I can just pull it out. Just come to me.
You are more than welcome to send a photo of something else.
You.
As I am right now.
Put your hair to the side. Like, put it on your shoulder. Like this. Oh my gosh.
It's not cooperating.
Fine.
All right. That's so funny. I can barely see the difference. I put down some paint and it's like almost identical to what was there to begin with.
Isn't that what you want anyway?
Yeah, it is, but it's funny. It's pretty spot on. I just want a subtle change to things.
I just freaked her out. She texted me and I was like, "Who's that?" She's like, "Hi, it's Megan from whatever." And I was like, "Who's that?" I sent that as my first text message. Thought that would be funny. She's like, "Sheer panic for a second." Oh, can I tell you about the other person I
So right now I'm going to work on the background a little. I usually start on the background when I get back to things because it's easier to a degree. I'm going to try and uniform out some of the white streaks that are there, and also lighten it slightly because um, I want to compress some of the darker values. I think I've gone a little too dark with it, so that's the goal there.
You know what I think you should do before you start really getting into your painting?
Huh?
Do you know what I'm gonna say?
Have a drink?
Yes.
You see, I'm not going to have a drink right now because I want to save it for later. Hopefully, there'll be some viewers and I can toast with the viewers.
I mean, you could still do that. You could have multiple drinks.
Yes, but right now I'm chugging coffee to make sure I have enough energy to keep going.
Yeah, yeah.
I know. I do like the background color as it is, but I feel like it is so dark in some areas that it's pushing the whole painting into to being more contrasty than I wanted it to be. So,
How do you fix that?
well, I'm lightening it up, and then that will change the overall contrast, and that'll force me to change the darker areas to lighten them up too.
Okay.
So that's how I'm doing that.
I'm gonna
Hi,
put.
Salmon. Welcome.
There's a person?
Yes, there's a person.
Hello, Salmon! Is it Salmon or Saman?
That I don't know. I only know this person online.
I like that they're the Baron of Bees. Bees are important.
Bees are important.
They're like some of the best bugs around.
Yeah, basically. How are you doing, Salmon? Welcome.
Saman. Don't you want to pronounce their name right?
I do. I'm just really bad at names.
What did you say, Leon?
I'm very familiar with it. I just don't take offense to it anymore.
It irritates me that people can't get your name right.
I know.
It's like even like friends will call you Leon sometimes, and I'm like, dude, no. It's not hard to say Leon. It's not.
I know. I also assumed that if I'd been saying it wrong this whole time, they would have, you know, let me know.
I don't know. Some people don't correct other people.
Yeah, that's true. Some people don't.
I got the name right. Ha 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 ha.
So, how do you say it?
Saman.
Saman?
Yes.
Okay, Saman. Awesome. I will try and remember that.
I'm very excited that I got it right. Thank you. Can you have a drink of cheap liquor? Look, you have a person. You can toast to them now for your birthday.
What? What do you like?
Because I want you to get drunk and have fun. That's what I want.
I'm not looking to get drunk. Just a small.
No, I want you to be inebriated.
No. That will not be good for a painting.
Well,
I know.
you don't have to paint all the time. I only filled it up to the eyeballs.
Okay. Thank you, love. Man, that blue is strong.
Wizard. Sit. Wizard.
You're Kurdish. You do have like 200 accents. Everybody gets everyone's name wrong. That's funny. Yeah.
Hi, baby. Surprised Leah is not in here. So how is your night going, Saman? Are you doing anything interesting other than watching the stream?
Oh, that's not good. Thank you. I guess it reconnected. Uh, Thank you, Saman.
No, it's poor.
Yeah, I'm having apparently bandwidth issues tonight. If this keeps up, I am going to switch internet providers because this is ridiculous. It is every time I stream at this point. and it shouldn't be. We have good enough connection.
Should I just take shots?
No, I will take. I'm not taking a shot, but I will take a. I will drink. So, little toast for my birthday. This glass is from a friend of mine, John. So it's a cool skull. Anyways, cheers.
I don't see you in your little square up there.
Huh? Oh, and that's not playing live, so
Oh,
that's
okay.
not on.
I was like, I don't see you.
No, so hold on. Here. This is the live thing.
Thank you.
Yeah. You were going to sleep, but now you have to change of plans. You'll watch the painting process. Oh, thank you. Sorry to keep you up, I guess. But thanks for joining. I appreciate it.
Put a little squid.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
Mm-hmm.
You're such a boy.
I am yellow. So for those who have been in Nicholas Uribe's streams and caught it, I asked once about the Great White uh, artist's oil paint. It actually says, wait, is that flipped, or is that just me seeing it flipped? Oh, that's me seeing it flipped. Okay. Yeah, it says it has like a shark fin in it. I bought it to give it a try.
Like body parts?
No, it says Great White. It has on the logo a fin looking thing. It's
Oh, I was
no,
like,
no, no.
are they taking...
There's no actual shark in it. It's just it's called Great White, so they had to put like the design had to be like shark themed. And I thought it was funny that they did that.
It's my friend's dog. Oh, it's flipped.
Oh, it is flipped? So confused. So wait, do I need to okay. In that case, I need to flip this one. No, not transition. Transform. Okay. There we go.
Yeah, no, it's getting you right.
Okay. So yeah, it's called the Great White. Oh, I see what's going on. It's like it's because it's a mirror effect. I see what's going on. Okay, that before it was like a mirror. Okay, that's fine. Anyways, yep. The great white sharks are being bullied by orcas. You felt so bad when you read that news. Yeah, great whites. I mean, they're ferocious looking and everything, but like they're not. I don't know. They're not the like. I don't know. They just seem not that bad. I guess. Like I mean, they're a predator. But yeah. So
Orcas attack
Or-
penguins too.
Orcas are
They're
a-holes.
mean.
They're mean, and they do it for
So are
and
dolphins.
they do it
Dolphins
for fun too. They don't even always
dolphins kill
eat.
things for fun.
Yeah, same thing with orcas. They don't always eat what they kill. They just do it to do it, which is, way worse than what sharks do. Sharks at least are just hungry. So they eat, you know.
Humans, it's what's for dinner.
I mean, usually not.
You need better shirts to wear when you paint.
I mean, the whole idea is that they're not good shirts.
You need like nice painting shirts that you get dirty.
Well,
They'll look better on you.
well, that's what I'm worried about is that they'll get dirty. That's why I don't wear nice shirts when I
Yes,
paint.
I realize, but you could set aside like 2 or 3 nice painting shirts that you used to paint that can get paint on it but are still nice looking.
Sure, I could.
You don't have a lot of paint on the shirt you're wearing now.
Yeah, I don't. I honestly don't get a lot of paint on most of my shirts almost ever. I'm a fairly clean painter.
It's a lot of green in there.
It is. It's everything's kind of tinted green plus um part of it's because of my editing, but part of it's also because of the lights that we have when we did the photo shoot, the like LED lights and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of animals that are a-holes, though, seals too are. Some seals are really mean. They do some really mean things to penguins. So,
They rape penguins.
I
Oh,
didn't want
did you
to.
not want to say that? I'm
I
sorry.
didn't want to say that. Yeah. Uh, yeah. So they're really mean. Bottom line. Some of them, not all, of course. It's a certain kind in a certain place and so on. But yeah, it's messed up. Orcas are now attacking yachts. It's a meme now. The locals will prevail. Humanity passes. The red line of the sea belongs to the orcas. That's funny. I mean, I'm kind of torn with that one because mostly it's rich people on yachts. And I mean, the crew aren't, but the owners. So, I don't know. On the fence on that one.
The sea does belong to orcas. All the whales. People are messed up.
I think eventually it's just going to be that the sea belongs to microplastics, so it's not going to really matter.
Well, that's depressing.
I know.
Why'd you have to get all depressing?
Well, maybe it'll go back to stuff like in One Piece. We'll have like giant sea monsters and stuff
Like the Loch Ness Monster?
like bigger and funnier, mostly sillier. Honestly, they're kind of silly.
What silly?
One Piece, the anime
Oh,
I'm
I've
watching.
seen it.
Yeah, it's pretty silly. The Sea Kings are too dangerous. No, all you need is either one strong crew member, apparently, or a bunch of rocks attached to the sea rocks attached to the bottom of your boat, and you're fine. They're not that big of a deal.
The poor penguins.
Yeah, poor pig.
We all feel bad for penguins. We finally made it to episode 1000 of One Piece this year.
Nice. I made it.
They're gonna finish the big three?
Oh,
What's that?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't
What's
know.
the big three?
Yeah, what's the big three? I'm up to episode. Oh, what is it? 400 and something? 420, I think, or 400 and yeah, I think 420. I've been skipping the side ones though, where it's like a side story where it's completely like a different reality. I've been skipping those, but I'm up to like I said, 420 from zero
When did you start watching it?
3 weeks ago.
You have an addiction. 1000 episodes. Is it a funny anime?
It's silly. It's got funny bits in it, but it's also like action kind of, and it's kind of like the action kind of reminds me a bit of Dragon Ball Z to some degree, like that slow, like you know, uh, a lot of yelling and standing around and like power levels, although they don't really talk about power levels much in this one.
Naruto, Bleach.
Uh, and One Piece. Okay, so I was watching Naruto and I stopped when I ran out of anime episodes to watch. So I just started watching so I started reading the manga and finished it because it was done. Bleach I couldn't stick with. So yeah, Bleach I never finished. And then Full Metal Alchemist I did both series, the movie and the manga. But yeah, I I think I'll be able to hit 1,000 episodes in like a month or so. The only problem is I can't watch it 125th the speed anymore. I haven't reached the funniest part. Nice. Yeah, I can't when I was watching it on Netflix, I could watch at 1.25 speed. But now I'm watching it on what's it called? Crunchyroll, and they don't have that option. I know the side story looks like it's pretty funny. Like it looks like it's more comedic, but I haven't. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood was great. The manga artist, the Kelly is making a new manga looks promising. That's cool.
I hate the lag.
Yeah, the lag's annoying, but what can you do?
Go on strike.
Uh, Not really. Although I will say this, the newer episodes aren't as slow as the newer, relatively speaking, newer episodes aren't as slow as the like first seasons.
Oh, you're right back.
Oh my God, the first seasons were so slow. So like yeah. Yeah, and I also think the animation has improved a lot, so it's getting better. Have you watched have you started watching uh the continuation of Naruto, Baruto or whatever? I I looked at it and then watched like a very small amount and then stopped. I felt like it didn't really, I don't know, it didn't catch me. Am I in the water? Water? Arc am I in the water 7 arc of One Piece? No, I passed water 7. Sorry, that looked like a question mark for a second. No, I passed that. I'm in the arc where um Luffy went to the Amazon island, and now he's trying to make his way back. That's the one I that's where I'm at right now. That one had some funny bits in it too. I'm not gonna talk about them in case someone wants to you know, watch it and not have spoilers, but yeah, that one was funny. Um no, you thought Naruto was great story about generational trauma. Boruto doesn't have that. Yeah. Hold on a second. I just got a message I need to read.
Work?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought Naruto um originally I thought Naruto was really dumb, but then I felt like it picked up I don't know. I thought it ended up being a lot better than I thought it was going to be, put it that way. Oh, that is pre-time skip. Fishman Island has some more info about the Sea Kings. It's uh yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Um the only thing I hope they don't do in One Piece is I hope they don't do any storylines where they like write themselves into a corner and to get out of it they just like do some kind of weird time skip or alternate reality or something and like, oh well, it never happened or it didn't, you know, whatever kind of thing. Like I hope they don't do anything like that. I don't know that they will. I feel like sometimes they write themselves into a corner a little bit. I'm worried that that's going to end up happening. Because I've already had a few instances where it was kind of like, how are they going to get out of this time? And it's just like, you know, just something happens out of nowhere, and you're just like, this, you know, feels like not the best writing in the world for stuff like that. There's a term for it in writing. I can't remember what it's called. Uh, it's like hand of machine of God or something like that. Can't remember the phrase. There's a phrase for it.
What is it called when a car slides on the back wheels? Drifting? There we go. I'm explaining how dumb Dresden is
Okay.
and how he's a derpy boy,
He is a derpy boy.
disaster cat.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Don! Welcome!
Hey, Don Lee. Fishtailing. Oh, that's also
Oh, yeah, fishtailing. Thank you.
that's actually more accurate.
It is.
Yeah. Welcome, Don Lee. How you been? How was your stream? I thought I saw you were streaming, but I couldn't catch it today. I had a packed day today.
Doesn't this mean you should take another sip because you have another person to toast?
Sure, I can do that. I don't know why the enthusiasm for it, but sure.
I don't know. I like to be enthusiastic about a lot of things.
Ex Machina. Yes, that's the phrase I was looking for.
Don,
Thank
it's
you.
Leon's birthday, so he's drinking in everyone's honor.
Cheers. It's a skull glass. You streamed yesterday. Okay. Yeah, yesterday we went out to celebrate my birthday, so I wasn't around. But I got the
Is Simone leaving?
things confused.
Are we back now? I don't know.
Okay, no problem. Is it Saman?
Simone.
OBS just disconnected and reconnected. I don't know what is going on with that. I don't think it's my computer because
I don't know.
it OBS takes almost no CPU power, and I have plenty of to go. Yeah, Donley, yeah, I'm seeing the problem on my end. OBS just disconnected for some reason and then reconnected. I don't I don't think it's my computer. I think it's the internet connection. For some reason. Because I have plenty of CPU headway to go. Yeah. So, I don't know. Hi, Tristan. Oh, he's freaked out because,
Was there?
yeah.
Hi, Tristan.
Sorry, work's messaging me.
What's going on with work?
Oh, nothing. He's just messaging me for a second. I got a busy day tomorrow. So, that's all.
Do you have anything to snack on?
I do not have anything to snack on in here. I'm sorry. You will have to go downstairs to get snacks.
I'm not getting up.
Okay. Hi, Dresden. Yeah, getting some intense uh oh, subsurface scattering. That's yeah. Welcome back, Saman. Yes, subsurface scattering is always an uh interesting thing to paint. Trying to get that mix of glowing and translucency and all that.
It does, Dawn. It does. I have my priorities. I'm working on getting Leon to drink, and I'm not sure what else after that.
You admire my focus? Oh, thank you. Or are you talking to Michelle? You admire her focus.
Me. I think this is to me.
That makes sense.
Because I am. I'm solely dedicated on getting you to drink more.
Okay, fair enough. Dresden, you don't want to play with the balloon. He was Dresden was pawing at the balloon.
If it pops.
Oh my god. That would terrify him.
You should grab Dresden so I can take a picture of you with Dresden.
Rubbing him a little bit. I'm just getting into things. It's only been like 45 minutes since I started.
I'm sorry. Didn't you know that you were gonna have to like indulge my needs? Hungry. Why am I hungry? I had spaghetti. Is it not filling?
I mean, spaghetti can be filling. I don't know.
Was ours not filling?
I mean, I don't know how much you had, so it kind of depends on that.
I don't know.
Michelle made delicious spaghetti tonight for dinner. No, that's like Michael. It's
Dresden.
it's Michelle. You can. It's Michelle.
Correct. Leon spelled it right.
Okay, Tristan. All right, I will pay attention to you, Tristan. Tristan is demanding attention. I need to flip this one now too. Where is that? Okay, there we go. Justin. Oh, baby boy. boy. Aw. He's my little, what would I call it? Studio cat. He likes to hang out in here while I work. Yeah. Do you see yourself, Tristan? No, you don't. Does my finger taste good? Why do you like to lick my fingers? Okay, I'll put you down. I know. So much hair. He is kind of big. Yeah. I mean, he's a very long cat and very fluffy, but he's not very heavy. He's on the
He's 10 pounds.
yeah a little over 10, but not over 11. Like 10 point
Oh
something.
no, he's not. He's all of our cats right now are around 8 pounds.
No, last time it was I think 10.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Hi,
Hey,
Lychee.
Lychees. Welcome.
I remember Lychee.
Yeah.
We're toasting to Leon's birthday. Woohoo!
Cheers.
Here, let me.
Okay, a little bit, not a full glass.
Oops.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
It smells. £10 of cat, 40 pounds of fluff.
Oh, so much fluff. You're so fluffy.
What are you doing?
Yeah, he's all fluff. It's crazy.
He looks like he wears pants. Like the back of his. Show him the legs. I bet you can show him.
really show that.
You can't show his legs.
No, not from the back, the way that we can see it.
You would just pick him up. Hold him in the center. And show off his legs.
Also, there's other reasons I don't want to possibly do that. It's
Because of his butthole?
yeah.
Nobody cares about his butthole. Would anyone care that you see a butthole, a cat butthole?
It
I don't think so.
Right.
You have
Thank you, Lychee. I appreciate
You
that.
have the opportunity to show off his pantaloons.
It's okay.
But they're so cute.
Oh, Don Lee, I'd love to see that that portrait that you did. I don't think that you can put it in the chat because I think YouTube automatically like doesn't allow it. So Samang, I'm sure no one here cares, but it's one of those things where it's like I don't know what YouTube cares about entirely, so I'm just like I'd rather not do that kind of thing. Like if it's on accident, I'm sure it's fine, but yeah. I don't know, they're weird. All the automated what's it called? All the automated like you know, censorship stuff is weird. Yeah, they have an algorithm and I don't trust it to be accurate, so yeah. Their algorithm is so good that if I have headphones on, for music specifically, if I have headphones on and there's a bit of a sound leak, the what's it called? And the microphone picks it up, it will censor my stream, which is crazy. So I'm also trying to keep my language pretty
Not me.
tame. So I try not to curse as much as I normally do and so on. Yeah.
But isn't your an over 18 stream?
No, it's not an over 18 stream. It's just not for children. Like, because not for children is designate. If something is designated as for children, it's much stricter. But that's like content for
Right.
children. Um, you know, but no, this isn't over 18 or anything like that.
Oh, wait. You drank to Dawn coming in, but you didn't drink to Lychee coming
I
in.
did actually.
I didn't see it, so it doesn't count.
I did though.
But I didn't see it. Neither did them.
It's like
They weren't paying
PG-13.
attention.
Yeah.
They didn't see you take a drink. Thank you.
Cheers.
That was a weak sip. I heard it. You hardly drank any of it. You took like a sad sip.
Okay. You say so.
I do.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go for a while.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch TV or something. Is that okay?
That's
Do you
fine.
mind?
Enjoy it. Go enjoy
I'll stop harassing you to drink.
and enjoy watching TV.
I will. I'm gonna get food.
Okay.
You're doing a good job on that hand.
Thank you.
It sort of looks like a hand.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like 3 fingers, and then you haven't like.
It's coming along. It's a process.
Thank you, Dawn. I'm gonna watch some Ugly Betty, I think.
Time to talk about the usual things. Uh,
Painting
painting, yes.
animals.
Oh no, she saw. Yeah. It looks like it's glowing. You love the color palette. Oh, thank you.
It does.
Yeah,
The way you're doing the lining makes it look like it's glowing.
thank you. I appreciate that. I think it does a decent job of it. Yeah. I will say this, the color palette is the palette I use for almost all my paintings. I almost never change my color palette at this point. But I know you might be referring to not specifically the palette, but the choices for the painting. Because the language isn't always clear for that. So, yeah. Um, but yeah, like people can refer to the painting. Yes, the painting. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the choices for on the painting versus like the palette itself, which is also important. You know, the palette itself. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with my palette. I'm always open to um modifying my palette if I can find a reason to modify my palette. Uh, but so far, I have not come across anything that has convinced me that it would be worth modifying my palette in any way. Ugly Betty is a older TV show. I don't remember from when, but yeah, I haven't really watched it. I just saw Michelle watching it the other day. Actually, I take that back about my paints. Uh, there is one color I want to modify possibly. That's my yellow. I want to try bismuth yellow because of Nicholas Uribe. Thank you, Lychee. Yeah, I do try and go for the dreamy effect. That is definitely something I'm shooting for, so I'm glad it's coming across. Bismuth is really nice. Yeah, I've never tried it. Second, I am gonna up my camera a little and my desk. All right, there we go. Since Michelle doesn't need to see the screen anymore, I can put it up a little bit. There we go. Um, oh, you used to watch some of the Ugly Betty before The Simpsons? Yeah. Um, yeah, I never, not familiar with it. Yeah. Um, so yeah, I've seen Nicholas Uribe use bismuth yellow a lot, and it looks similar to cad yellow or cad lemon, which is what I have. So I'm hoping it's a good replacement for cad lemon, I mean. You have a few in different mediums. The one you've got in oil is nice, cool, crisp, lemony color. Nice. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. That sounds really good. So, perfect. Exactly kind of what I'm looking for. Bismuth yellow deep, though, it looks like Kraft mac and cheese. You've only got that in acrylics from Old Holland. Oh, really? Oh, that. Oh my God. Yesterday, I was trying to remember the name of that brand, Old Holland, for oil paints because I was talking about buying like premium oil paints and I wanted to buy some premium like premium oil paints. Um so I was going to buy some Old Holland and I went and looked at their prices and I was like, yeah, this is too rich for my blood, and just moved on and didn't buy them. Um, I don't know what their acrylic prices are, and my understanding is in other countries it's not as expensive, so I'm not trying to throw you under the bus here or anything, but yeah, for their oils online when I was looking at them, I was just like, oh man, I can't bring myself to buy these. Not when I've got, um, perfectly fine paints from other brands that are a fraction of the price. Yeah, I only thought I wanted to buy premium. Yeah, once I saw the prices, I decided that I didn't want the premium anymore. uh, yeah. Well, the reason I thought I was going to buy, like I was like, okay, I won a little bit of cash for my self-portrait. I was like, I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to buy some premium paints. That was the thought. And then I looked at the prices and I was like, I could buy 4 tubes of this other paint for 1 tube. Oh, yeah, I can't bring myself to do that. I'm going to make the money last longer versus just treating myself kind of thing. So, so yeah. Yeah, this was a couple years ago. I won the self-portrait competition for oh what's it called? Um, Jerry's Artorama. Yeah, more paint is better than expensive ones. Yeah, 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 I agree. It it's definitely helping it last longer, which I get to do more paintings out of it, and I think overall it's better. And like I don't think that it makes that much of a difference. I've seen a lot of great painters. Not I'm not including myself in this, but painters I really you know really love their work, and you know they use artist grade paint, but they're not using Old Holland or what's it called? Some of the more like other premium brands. They're just using plain old, Winsor Newton and so on. Congratulations on that. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, it was a couple of years ago at this point, but yeah, it was really nice. Um, it was quite it felt really nice, and it was unexpected. So it was nice all around. Um, Pink Epoxy won uh not first place, but she won in the top, I think it was the top 10, I think it was. So yeah, a few people from the like online community won a few spots. Has anyone in this stream tried their own paint? You want to make your own watercolors and ink? It didn't go smoothly. I've never made my own paint. It seems like a lot of work. And I try and go for easy rather than, uh yeah, I just try and go for easy. So, yeah. Yeah, Pinky too. And she got something, and then someone I think someone else from the community also, not just Pinky. Yeah, it was nice. Oh man, I messed this up. Interesting. Yeah, I've never made my own paints. It just looks like such a hassle. Um, and the thing is, I don't know about watercolors, but for oils, my understanding is you can just mix pigment and oil paint together, and oil, and that's it. But it won't stay like that. If you do that and you put it in a tube, it will separate. So if you want it to last, you have to put all kinds of other things in it, and then it becomes even more complicated. And I'm just like, you know what? I really doubt I can do a better job than like people who have been working and perfecting it for a long time. So I just haven't bothered. But I know some people also like don't have the option, so they kind of have to. Like some people live in countries that they can get pigments, but they can't get tubed paint. So they actually make their own, which is just like just blows my mind the dedication that some people have, to the craft and to painting. You reach the same conclusion, Saman? Yeah. Yeah. I also like I really like I want as little setup and other stuff as possible. That's why I don't like to stretch my own canvases. I don't like to, do any of that stuff. Was it Aaron Schmidt, the other winner? I don't think so. I don't think he entered. I think it was Vlath, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's like making your own dinner. You could make a sandwich or a gourmet dinner, which will take less time and let you do what you want in the day, though. Yeah, yeah, there's definitely some similarities to cooking, for sure. Yes, laugh. And I miss the groups, the online group. I haven't been as active online. Um, and I haven't been watching as many Twitch streams and stuff. Um, yeah, I'm kind of getting back into it a little, but it's tough. Making those is not just putting it in a pot, its entire process, like alchemy, for sure. Yeah. Lychee, you lost the password to your account. That's funny. I actually had some problems for a long time. I couldn't watch Twitch at all for some reason. It was some technical bug, and like I couldn't, even though I had my password and everything, I couldn't watch anything. Like it would load, and then like it just wouldn't load, and it was only Twitch. Like I could watch YouTube and everything. It was really weird. And then it started working again. I don't know what happened. You saw Blurry and JoJo were doing Friday art event thing, like back in Pinky days. That's cool. Unfortunately, my work schedule right now makes those things hard to participate in. Like I could, come and cheer on kind of thing, but actually painting would be difficult unless it was in the evening, because my schedule is like um, uh, it's LA time, but in Texas. So I work from like 11 to like 8. So it makes it difficult. Like I can move things around sometimes, but yeah, that's why I started streaming today at 8:30 because I was like I get off work, take about 30 minutes to organize and then hop on stream. Twitch is such a weird platform, Simon. Yeah, I agree. It is a weird platform. It's got a lot of great things to it. The reason I switched from streaming on Twitch to streaming on YouTube right now is um, YouTube is better at like saving content, I think, and I'm hoping to develop my YouTube channel more. And I don't think I'll ever be like I don't think I'll ever make a living from YouTube or Twitch or anything like that. Like I don't think I'm like that type of person. But it could be kind of like I guess maybe a promotional vehicle for my artwork so people can see my artwork, people can get to know me and so on. And I don't think that trying to split it between YouTube and Twitch is the way to go for me in that. I might be wrong. I'm not an expert at this stuff. I'm just trying it out. Some and you're saying it is good, but it not having a way to make an account on your browser has always kept you off of it. Not sure. Uh, Donley, you're saying the chat latency seems a little better on YouTube than it used to be? Yeah. A little better. It's so hard still to have a conversation like this. I would like to eventually, at some point, I think it would be cool to do some kind of stream where people can come on to Discord and talk, and so it's more like a hangout, like amongst artists. The only issue I have with that is um, I can't just have random people come in because I would be a little afraid of them doing something they're not supposed to, and I get blamed for it. You know what I mean? Especially with all the AI crap that's been happening. Um, there are definitely some people who don't like me that much anymore because of that. So I would be, I'd be wary of them just making an account and coming in and doing something inappropriate to get me striked or something like that. Yeah, I haven't exactly been. Well, I've been making a lot of friends on Twitter. I'm not calling it X. But I've also been making non-friends. We'll put it that way. I've definitely been making a few people mad here and there. Uh, yeah. So not well, that is one thing that I mean that Twitch has built in now, that you can like have people come um into your thing. I think that would be really cool, but oh well. Maybe at some point I can have people come on as guests, people I know that I'm not worried will do stupid stuff. There's this one painter um on Instagram. He's really good, and he does a lot of like reels and stuff. He's really good at doing those too. The reason I brought him up is because um his palette, like his physical palette, is crazy. It has a ton of dried paint that's like all, and he puts like new paint on top of the old dry paint. It looks insane. Um, I just thought about it right this second because I was like going for paint. Uh, but yeah. Oh, he's really good. Yeah, Lychee. He's really good. No, his reels are really good. Oh, but yeah. You got me. If only I was smart enough to be like, yes, exactly, instead of like being caught off guard for it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why people do that. I generally keep my palette very clean. Lychee, you say those dried paint oil mounds activate your flight or flight response. Yeah, I can't get behind that. Um, I don't get it. Uh, I will say this. I did realize one thing about it though, for me specifically, where I actually think having just a tad, and I mean like just a just a little like very very like fine layer of dried paint is actually a good thing, because this is a glass palette and it's completely vertical. And the paint, and the reason I have this tape here, this white tape, is because it slides down sometimes. So having just a little bit of dried paint where um, the piles go help it stick, but that's it. Yeah, you got to try the tape. Yeah, it do be drippy, that's for sure. You've been thinking about streaming on YouTube, Donley? Nice. So, Lychee, just so you know, for the tape, I I fold it kind of in half, you can see there's um like a little ledge that it makes. So I like make a bit that sticks out. So I make a little shelf. Donley is a common name on YouTube? Interesting. Oh, really, Donley? Um, that's interesting. Yeah, yeah, I think they've improved their chat. I will say this. So there are things that I like about both platforms. One thing I like about YouTube more than Twitch is, unless I'm mistaken, and you guys can tell me, there's less commercials on live streams than in Twitch. Um, because I'm not making money off of the stream itself, so I don't care. So why I don't want commercials. William Lychee, you said this reminds you of William Paxton, one of your favorite painters. I don't, I'm so bad with names. That sounds familiar, but like I can't place it. I'll have to look him up in a couple minutes. But yeah, the thing on Twitch, oh my God, the pre-rolls that pop up for any new person that comes in. I can't stand that. No, we're not really talking painting here, but yeah, that's I feel like streaming has become part of painting almost. With Twitch, you can control the amount of commercials for the most part. Really? I didn't know that. I thought they kind of automated it. But I do think there's also a big difference between like expectations on like what you're looking to get out of the stream itself or out of streaming. On YouTube, you get a 5-second ad when you click the stream and no ads during the stream. Oh, okay, so 5 seconds. That's not that bad because like Twitch's pre-roll is like at least 30 seconds, which just too much. But yeah, I think part of it also depends like what you want out of the stream and so on. Like I have no disillusions. Um I don't expect to make money directly from streaming. So I'm not concerned with ads. I'm not concerned with like likes or, well, likes, I guess, yeah, but not concerned with ads or donations, all that stuff, you know. Those are definitely better on Twitch, those aspects of it. I know some artists, I know there's a lot of benefits to like the art world today compared to back in the day. And I know a lot of some artists are really good at like dealing with online stuff and social media and all that stuff. I am not necessarily, and I definitely part of me wishes that I could just, get into a gallery, have them represent me, do a show, then a year later do another show and not have, and keep that routine kind of thing and not have to worry about like my online social presence and all that stuff. Having said that, I do enjoy the direct access of modern times where like you can, get to know artists directly like this, in these type of settings. Something that before was like impossible. Yeah, do you paint things from memory and imagination? That content actually helps with growing a channels. Um, I don't. I do that for drawing when I work at work. I don't always have reference for everything, but for painting, I generally paint with from reference, even though you can't see it. I'm looking at reference. Yeah, I don't, and I also don't. I don't do any digital painting for my channel. Uh, I could, but it's not really where I want to focus, so I just don't. Because I used to paint digitally a lot, so yeah. That's something you've noticed. The more designed your art looks, the more people watch it. That or painting really small or really big. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate the input. My, um, I don't want like what I don't want streaming to influence like what I'm painting because I don't have enough time to do painting specifically for stream or for YouTube, kind of thing. So I just approach it as like turning on a camera when I'm working on my stuff. Um, yeah, but I'm there are definitely people out there who could like probably help me figure out ways of like getting viewers. I also don't know. I also always question like the authenticity of that in the sense of like when you don't do it from an authentic place, does it come through? Or can people recognize it? And I know a lot of people can't, and I know a lot of people make a lot of money online from, inauthentic things. But in artwork, it's a little different, and I wonder if that comes through or not. Having said that, I will be painting larger paintings soon. Um, I'm looking to paint slightly larger than I've been painting, just in general, not and while it's not stylized as like from imagination type of thing, I am going to be pushing my personal style a little more, I think, um, as well. What will the subject be? Mostly people. I mean, there'll be backgrounds, but it's mostly going to be people. I don't know so much. I wouldn't call it portraiture necessarily, but people. Yeah. Lychee, love seeing my personal style show through on your oil pieces. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah. I'm working on it. The the biggest issue I've had, well, one of the biggest issues I've had is that I I'm a little ADHD. I have a little ADHD tendencies, so I've been like jumping um like styles a lot. Figurative work. Yes, correctly. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. Appreciate it. Um yeah, I've been jumping styles, not, and they've all been like loosely connected, but there's just been a little too much variation to them to like be cohesive. Just a little bit, not like majorly, but yeah. Oh, you relate to that? Yeah. It's tough because I get sidetracked and I get interested in different things, and it's hard to like stay focused on one thing. I mean, I just saw, actually it's the person on Instagram that I mentioned before who does the reels, but they did a painting, and I was like, "Oh, that's such a cool painting challenge idea. I want to try that." It's like, maybe I should be focused on like maybe I shouldn't be focused on like painting challenges, you know what I mean? But yeah. In case you're wondering, he did a painting that was it was uh a an all white painting with a warm white and a cool white. Having said that, the difference between them was pretty strong, so it was very like one was almost yellow looking. At least online it looked that way. So, but it was a cool painting, and I was like, wait a second, I have titanium white and I have lead white, which is kind of a warmer white. Actually, I also have, now that I think about it, I have titanium white in sunflower oil, which is a little warmer too. I was like, ooh, that would be an interesting challenge to try. So I'm like, that sounds like fun, but focus. I gotta focus just a little bit. So here's an interesting thing about painting is like the hand needs some more work. But having said that, it's a the I'm super tempted to go in and really like paint all the details and everything, but the when I look at it like this, it's looking really good in a lot of ways. So it's all that restraint of like not going in and doing all those details and everything is very challenging. And when is the right time to do that and when isn't, it's also challenging. I'm going to leave it for now. I definitely need to go in and put in a little more detail regardless, because there's some lighting details that need to be added. But giving it a break will help my eyes adjust. Yeah. Samon, you're saying challenges are fun. You did one like 3 days ago. It was basic design challenge, a 2-word prompt in an hour time to make a character. Um, you did good, you think? Yeah, I'm sure you did it. That sounds like fun. It is fun, yeah. You found your cat portrait that reminds me of my cat? Nice. You posted it in my Discord? Nice. All right, let me check that out real quick. And while I'm at it, let me go back and find that name. Where is that name of that painter? Wait. Jeez. Um, all right, let me see the cat. I can't find that name right now, but let me see the cat. Oh, nice. Yeah, I see what you're talking about, Don Lee. That came out really well. That's really good, man. Good job. Oh, here we go. William Paxton. Wanna wanna look him up real quick. Oh, his stuff's gorgeous. Yeah, yeah. I would not even attempt to claim being anything like his work, but I really appreciate the compliment. I very much appreciate the compliment. Very nice. Dresden, what are you doing? Yeah, Don Lee's a really good artist. Everyone should check out his Twitch, Don Leo, on his Twitch channel. Simon hit the challenge was for Gabriel Z Quinn, a new YouTuber. I'm not familiar with him. He streams to small community. Nice. Yeah, his Fish World was awesome. I'll have to check it out. Lychee, you like the softness and the light in some of Paxton's? Yeah, no, looking at it, it's fantastic. You want to capture that in your painting? My painting is doing it at the moment. Like the high key, how you want to be able to paint. Oh, thank you, Lychee. I appreciate that. Yeah, I did a bunch of high key paintings as challenges, it was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. It's one of those things that like I don't know that I definitely want to implement aspects of it into my painting. I don't know that I want to always paint high key necessarily, but the compression that comes in from painting high key is definitely an aspect of my painting that I'm definitely going to be keeping in my painting. Um, I really like that. I have a one or two paintings where I went dark with it. It's I think I think it's a little more challenging to paint compressed dark. At least I found it more challenging. Um, and the reason I think for that is because you know we see we don't see linear in light. Like we see way more in the light than we do in the dark. Um, and our eyes naturally compress the darks together. Um, I'm not sure I'm doing a great example of explaining that, but yeah, there's a um, like if you were to distribute the the scale, there's the 1 through 10 scale of like light to dark. If you were to distribute it accurately, it wouldn't be a linear step between them. The darks would all be compressed together, and then you'd have a lot more in the like light ones. Compressed darks kind of look too similar at times, Lychee. Yeah, they absolutely do. Um, that's what so that's why I found it more challenging to try and paint like a limited uh, or a compressed painting in the dark. Like I guess low key because high key painting, so low key painting, but it just sounds weird saying low key painting because of how people use low key. Um, yeah. Salman, you're saying he's new like a couple months ago. Awesome. That's cool. It's great that you're getting in early with someone like that. YouTube chat does some weird stuff. You tried to reply to Liad and Lychee, say thanks for the nice compliments, and add a smiley face to do it, but when you hit return, the only thing uh, that sent was the emote. That's funny. Yeah, they got some oddities too. I was in someone's stream and I was trying to type something, and when the emotes pop up, it's and like you can't type anymore, so the emotes show up instead, and it's just weird the way they handle emotes with the keyboard. Although, funny enough, on Twitch last time I tried to do that, uh, it literally bricked the stream until I stopped searching for emotes. I had to stop looking at the emotes and then hit play for the stream to continue. So, uh, who knows? Could be my computer though. Who knows? Their text limit is much more restricted than Twitch. Yeah. No, it's not perfect. It's definitely not perfect. Twitch is better. Twitch is a better community and um, features that are for, the community and interaction. They're better, without doubt. Lychee, you're currently working on a high key painting. You'll post whip in my Discord. Nice. Uh, it's in a similar soft light zone. You want to soften it up a bit more? Nice. I am hoping at some point, I know I'm talking a lot about streaming and stuff and not so much about painting at the moment, but I am hoping at some point to make what's it called? Uh Scripted content, like videos on YouTube about painting and so on. Like um the people I look at for that is like Chelsea Lang does a really good job of this. She's more in the like instructive aspect of things, but she's really good at it. And then what's his name? Alpi Fay or Alpi Effie or I can't remember his name. He does a really good job of YouTube videos too. Lychee, you're saying you have a bit of darks in it. Might want to change it for more expressive feeling. Nice. I'll look at it in a few minutes. You love Chelsea Lang? Yeah, she's really good. The @ when you type at someone in on YouTube, it doesn't seem to work on mobile either. Or if it does, you have to actually type the whole name instead of it pulling up the like shortcut to the person's name. Yeah, it's not great. You heard of LPFE? Yeah, he's really good. I mean, so his paintings are really good, but also his videos are really good. He does a good job of it. I wish I could be good at making videos like he is. He comes off very thoughtful and very well spoken and yeah, I think he does a great job of it. True, you're on mobile. Yeah, mobile sucks. That aspect of it sucks, Simon. Simon. Sorry, I keep messing up your name. Yeah. So who else is really good? The thing is, there's a lot of people who are really good. They're just in very different. So some of them are like digital. There's a lot of digital artists out there that are like really, really good at making YouTube videos, but um, because they're digital, it's a little different, of course. You don't mind it? Good. I'm glad because I'm really bad at names. Um, and then there's like what's his name? There's people who are like more in the like teaching sphere, kind of. I mean, Chelsea Lang is obviously in the teaching, but like what's his name? Uh Proco, who is often geared more towards uh all right, Donley, enjoy your lurk. Proco who's more geared towards like a lot of times beginners, not always, but a lot of times. He does very produced content, really good stuff. Oh, what's his name? And by the way, Alpi Effie. Um, I don't know if he's still with her, but he used to be together with it's like Loba or something like that. I can't remember her name, she was his girlfriend. I don't know if she still is or isn't. It's not really relevant. The only reason I mention it is because um that's how I found I think his channel was actually from her channel. Um she has good content too. The only thing I will say is she's a little too pro AI for my taste. I feel like she doesn't quite see the negatives in it, but you know, a lot of artists don't, unfortunately. True, digital is also easy to fix and you don't need three cameras to stream. Yeah, it can be a lot easier to stream digital from that aspect of things, that's for sure. Um, Having the multiple cameras set up is challenging. However, the plus side, there is an advantage to painting uh, it, not doing digital is that I never have to worry like my computer needs to be strong enough to stream, but I don't have to worry about it being strong enough to stream and render um, at the same time. So a very slight uh, advantage, very slight, because most people have computers that can render, and it's not really an issue. But yeah, the reason I also mentioned I can't remember her name is if it's Loba or something like that. She has really good videos and she has a good Patreon. Like her Patreon has so much content in it for people who want to see like painting process and all of that. Like yeah, really good stuff. Waddle Webisodes and Arthur Gain are really great channels too. Lychee, yes. I'm not familiar with Waddle Webisodes, but Arthur Gaines is great. Plus, in traditional, you end up with an actual painting and or drawing. Well, yes, of course, there are advantages to physical paintings or drawings. I personally also enjoy the process of making traditional paintings a lot more than digital, but that's a, personal preference for sure. You'll have to check Loba out. Yeah, I hope I'm getting her name correct, but I got to LPFE through her. So their channels used to be connected in some way. Um, don't know if they still are. I'll have to check out Waddle. What is it? Waddle Webisodes. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. There's also if you're looking for painting YouTube channels, there's Lena Danya. She's good. And of course oh Tischler. Yeah. Andrew Tischler. That's it. Andrew Tischler. Took me a second. I mean, there's a ton of them. There's more than just that. It's just those are the ones off the top of my head. It's one of those things. It's so easy to like miss people or not find people. Yeah. You used to watch Lena Danya in middle school? Yeah. Waddle really paints great softly rendered people. He's crazy good. I'll have to check him out. I haven't heard of his like his name doesn't ring any bells. I'll have to search for him. Yeah, Lena Danya has been around for a long time. I like there's a bunch of painters who like I wouldn't necessarily want to paint like them necessarily, but they have good information and it's fun to see their videos and fun to watch and so on. Still got to try gambling paint like she used, like, oh, gambling paint like she used. If you're talking about if you're talking about the, what's it called? Uh, Not fluorescent. They're like, there's a word for it. Pastels, the pastels gambling paints. Like I don't know if you really need, no, wait, they're called Radiant, if I remember correctly. Radiant. It seems like the Radiant line is just with pre-mixed with white, which I can't get behind that. But um, if there's something more to them that's like more than just what's it called? You know, white mixed in with colors, like maybe I'd give it a try. But if that's all it is, I'd be tough to justify it. Oh yeah, there's some convenience colors. Yeah. I you know, I take that back. I get under the right circumstances. I think convenience colors can be great under the right circumstances. So yeah, I guess it depends, kind of thing. I mean, you can see my palette is not geared towards convenience colors, but having said that, I can totally see getting to a place where it's like, man, I just want to go fast. I don't care. I know exactly what I want. Let's go fast. And so you just get some convenience colors. I mean, I think I don't know, I think if I maybe did, like, if I did more landscapes and I was painting, you know, like a lot of trees all the time, I might get some greens and browns in my palette. I will say this though, with certain convenience colors, you have to be a little careful because uh, I took a class with what's her name? Jennifer Balkin. And one of the colors she had us buy was a reddish brown. I can't remember the name of it right now. Um, it's a really nice color, but she warned us about using it sparingly, or rather, she was like, you know, use it for block in, but not for the painting itself, because everything ends up just being a variation of that color, and so you end up using it nonstop, and so then your painting comes out just brown. Like the whole painting, everything in the painting just ends up coming out brown. Obviously, you can avoid that if you're good, but it's just so convenient, you know. So you have to be very mindful of it when using it. Can't remember the name of the color though, but it's like a brownish reddish color. Oh yeah, that's a good warning. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, you know, most things, obviously there's exceptions to everything, but like a lot of things are brown or variations of brown or a desaturated brown or gray. You know, like we think of things as being very colorful, but really when you paint a lot of things, you end up painting them very, very desaturated. Um, there's all those, there's all those YouTube videos. Uh, Oh, Marco Bucci. I love that guy. He has videos where he like pulls colors out to show you just how like desaturated all the colors in like really vibrant paintings can be. Stuff like that. Yeah. Was it a transparent red iron oxide? It might have been. Hold on, I think I might have it here. It is from Gamblin. I have it right here. I don't know why I didn't just look. Transparent Earth Red from Gamblin. Transparent Earth Red. Pigment color is PR 101.
It's that time.
You're going to bed? All right. Excuse me for a second while I say goodnight. Everyone's saying goodnight to you. She says goodnight. Lychee, yeah, it's probably the same color. Or very similar at least. Yeah. It's a beautiful color and very useful. Um, yeah. I if I bothered to do block-ins that way anymore, I would probably still be using it. I don't really do block-ins the same way that I used to, so I don't really have a need for it, but yeah, it's a good color. I'm sure I'll get back to it at some point and use it at some point. I have all these paints that I don't use regularly, but I'm sure there'll be instances where, it'll be convenient to bust them out and use them. All right, sorry about that. Simon, are you heading out or are you saying goodnight just in general? I know this is a late hour for a lot of people. It's just during the week, I don't know. I can't I cannot bring myself to stream early in the morning. Good night, Salmon, is if you are going to sleep and I missed it. Yeah, I can't bring myself to stream in the morning though. I'm just not a morning person. The idea of waking up early and streaming early in the morning. Uh, maybe I'll try it one day, but that to me seems very daunting and challenging. I know some people are morning people. I uh I hate that the world is built for morning people. I don't mind morning people being morning people. That's fine. I just wish it wasn't so like geared towards morning people in every aspect. Michi, you're saying night streams are good. Gotta figure what works for you. You're not much of a morning person. Function best before bed. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm a total night owl. So, yeah, just gotta do what works for you. Oh, Lychee, since you're talking about doing like softer paintings and and stuff like that, one thing you might want to try as a challenge. Um, I took this from Nicholas Uribe, but he's not the originator of this idea. I don't know who the first I don't know who is, but I got it from him. He got it from someone else. Um, but I did a few paintings that were um, a single value painting. Like the idea was to try and do a whole painting that only had one value. So you could mess with the color and the saturation, but you couldn't change value at all. I have a few of those. I wasn't able to hit it 100%. Like when I turned the painting black and white, you can see a slight value shift, but it's very, very subtle. Like very, very subtle. Like, maybe a half step, if that. Um, and the reason I mention it is because it creates soft paintings by by the nature of you not being able to really see it very well in a way. Um, like you could do the whole painting with hard edges and it would still be a soft painting in some ways. So since that's something that you're interested in, maybe you'd find that an interesting challenge. If you want, I can show you examples that I have, um, that I of the ones I did. But you can also go to like Nicholas Uribe's and see some of his online. He has some on his YouTube channel, so you can see like the process he went through to do it. If you're not familiar with him, which I think you are, but if you're not, it's Our Painted Lives on YouTube. Personally, I love those paintings. I love the ones he did, and honestly, I'm really happy with the ones that I did. Um, I just can't imagine painting all like I'm I would be tempted to do a whole series that way, but the issue with trying to do a series like that is that you you almost can't see the painting, and so a whole series of paintings like that I feel like would be too challenging. It's like a faint image because of the tonality. Almost like you can't see it, stare directly at it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You'll have to try it. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's very challenging. I I did use my so a little bit of advice on how to do that, and you don't have to take it, of course, but what I did was I decided on the color on the tone I was going for. I did edit it in the computer, but you can't do it in Photoshop 100% that way because literally won't be able to see the reference. So you have to edit it, but not 100% it that way. And then I used my cell phone and I'd use the black and white filter to like help me see that, you know, to check my tones. I didn't do it the whole time, but every once in a while when I'd take a break, I'd be like, all right, let me check my tones and see if everything's like, you know, on point kind of thing. The other thing too is to be aware of if you're using oil paints or acrylics, um, be aware of where um, the direction of your strokes, because sideways strokes tend to catch the light more, so they look lighter. Um, so that's something to be aware of as you're painting. And I'm not saying you need to do this, but if anyone's watching this and they like get into it, the other thing I will say is uh, I kind of I kind of color coded it in a way. What I mean by that is like I decided, okay, like cooler colors will be, you know, depending on the painting, like cooler colors will be receding more, and warmer colors will be coming forward more. So like cooler colors were more for shadows, whereas warmer colors were, not. It's not perfect. You don't color code it 100%, but when you try and mix them too close together, sometimes it starts being really weird looking. But obviously that's part of the fun and the exploration, so I'm not, you know, I'm just saying like something to have in your mind when you go into it, maybe, but definitely not the only way to do it by any means. It's definitely a personal thing on how you approach it. Yeah, you're welcome for the tip. Absolutely. I hope it helps. I look forward to seeing it if you ever do it. I would love to see your results. You've been on a digital stint lately. You should do more traditional again. I mean, both are good. I will say some of this stuff just does not translate well to digital. Like when you try to do some of these like art challenges. Thanks, Donley. She said good night to everyone. Oh, what's his name? I'm trying to think of a painter. There's a painter who does a lot of plein air painting. I think he does a lot of gouache painter. I think his name is on social media is literally like the gouache painter or something like that. Can't remember his name right now. He does beautiful gouache paintings. He's able to do very soft looking paintings, even though some of them are very harsh brushwork. Really good. Dunley asks, "Did I ever paint out that birthday portrait I did? That birthday portrait you did for you a few years back. No problem if you didn't. Oh, did I ever print it out? No, I did not print it out. I did not. I'm always bad at printing things. I almost never print anything, even though I should. It's funny because Michelle has a really good printer. I don't have a printer at all, so I have to use hers every time. She lets me. It's not like she doesn't let me or anything. It's just I think that extra step often deters me from doing it. Yeah. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. The birthday portraits. I really appreciated that. That was such a cool gift. I think his name is Michael something. He does gouache, a lot of landscape gouache paintings. I've met him. He's a super nice guy. Just my memory for names is just so trash. Michi, they were also good. Yeah, they were. It was such a fun stream. I enjoyed that. That was a great birthday stream. I do miss the community, the online community, Pinky's community. I know it's still there. It's just part of it's me. A big part of it's me. I'm not been as active online in a lot of ways, or I've been active on Twitter. That there's also been a lot of that. I got into a lot of Twitter things. I want to say fights exactly because that's inaccurate, but yeah. The one of you and Michelle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll have to go through it again. It's been a while. Oh, I'm just remembering. Yeah, we had a lot. I don't want to get into the details of it, but right after that stream, uh, 2 weeks, roughly 2 weeks later, even less than 2 weeks, honestly, like a week, not even a week later. Anyways, we had a lot of big like life stuff happen. Yeah, just thinking back, yeah. Now I remember. I was like, man, that seems like forever ago. Now I know why. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to lighten up this area um, a little bit, open up some of the shadows a little bit, but it's so subtle. So such a subtle like variation needed. I know I'm I know I'm doing one of those things that you're like not supposed to do in my paintings, which is like using white or black to like darken or lighten things, but like I'm always kind of aware of it. You'll have to paint that reference. You never got to it. That'd be cool, Lychee. That'd be fun. Oh yeah. So like traditionally people teach and they teach like not to use white to lighten, but to use the other colors. Is chat still showing up for Liad? Don Lee? Yeah, as far as I know, it still is. Am I missing a bunch of chats that I didn't see? Um, as far as I know, I haven't missed anything. If I missed, you're welcome to type it in again if I missed something. Michi, you say you think it's working? Yeah, I mean, I may have missed something. I don't know. I haven't gotten any notifications about anything, so it's usually a good sign. Oh shoot! Somehow your video got knocked back. You were it was you were 10 minutes back. Oh yeah, that is that is one of those features on YouTube that I love and hate at the same time. I love that you get the DVR thing happening, but that has happened to me a few times. That has happened to me a few times where I think I'm talking live and nope, they're not I'm not live because I'm looking at old chat. Yeah. Or I'm looking at old video, whatever. Yeah. I hate that. That part drives me crazy. But I love having the ability to scroll back midway, especially when I show up midway. So it's yeah, it's a give and take, I guess. You 2 times speed it, Lychee? Yeah, I do that sometimes too to like catch up. Yeah. You can do that with Twitch too if the person's keeping the VOD. You can check the VOD while they're streaming. You you can? I didn't know that. I was unaware of that. I thought you had to wait for it to finish for the stream to finish. I did not know that. Good to know. Yeah, I was sure you couldn't do that in Twitch. Good to know. So that's why you said goodnight to Michelle like 10 minutes after she went to bed. Ah, it makes sense now. Donley, I can save you the effort if you want to stick around. I'll just I'll just repeat myself. I don't mind. Just let me know if you're still here or not. Yeah, no worries. I don't mind repeating myself at all. So I didn't print it out. I really appreciated that birthday present from everybody. It was a lot of fun. I was trying to remember like what happened around that time, and we had a lot of life stuff. I don't want to really get into it. Happened right as that was happening, right as my birthday happened that year. That was a couple of years ago. So a lot of things from that time fell through the cracks. Like that was, yeah, a lot of things just kind of. But having said that, I really enjoyed that birthday. That was like the highlight, in a lot of ways of that time. So I never printed it, but I do appreciate it very much. Hey, James, how you doing? Good to see you. Doing all right. Just streaming, painting, celebrating my birthday. It's good to see you. How have you been? So James, also Jomsi on Twitch, streams um, a variety of things on Twitch, if I remember correctly. Some really fun content. I've seen, I don't know, have you like, how can I, specialized in anything in particular? I know I've heard you do voice storytelling streams and game streams and music streams. Yeah. Focus on music for the most part. We do story time on Saturday because people like it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but you have such a great voice for it. And that's why people like it so much. You have such a fantastic reading voice. Oh, you're losing the studio in about a month, so you have less singing for a bit until you get a job that allows you to stream during the day. Yeah, sorry to hear that, man, but I get that. These things happen. You've been doing well otherwise. That's good. Glad to hear that. Glad to see me. I'm glad to see you too, man. I haven't been as active on Twitch, unfortunately. Just in general. I had a problem for a while. I couldn't sign into Twitch for some reason. And it's funny how like one little thing like that will just like once you're out of it for a while, it's like you just kind of I should say I just kind of stayed out. I've been getting back in a few times here and there to watch streams a little more. Same thing happened to you, Richie? Yeah? Yeah. With Twitch, you mean? Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I got you. That is too dark. Yeah, Twitch doesn't have a great customer support, even for partnered streamers. Yeah. I was trying to open this area up, which I a little bit, well, open up might not be the right term. I was trying to push the core shadows back a little further. Um, but in doing so, I obliterated a lot of it. So now I'm trying to get some of that back without it creeping too far up. You love the way I think about light? Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. only thing now is this goes too high up a little bit. Just a little. I'm pretty heavy on the light. Yeah. All good painters should be, yeah. Yeah. It's such a subtle part of the body, the like multiple transitions that are happening here. Usually I get caught up in the nose, which, yeah, also happening in this one, but this isn't a place I normally see that often. It's fun to get into the like details of it. For sure, yeah. Uh, uh, I mean, values do so much of the work as far as describing form, but it's really fun to get into sometimes the layered aspect of the form. Although I do like some, multiple painters have done this where um, they try and use other things other than values to turn a form. It's always fun too. Um, what's her name? Jennifer Balkin is really good at like using um, like a kaleidoscope of colors and saturation, uh, all within the same tonality. She does such a good job of that. Um, she doesn't paint like single tone paintings, but within sections of her painting where there isn't any tone changes, she uses color and saturation and temperature so well. Jennifer Balkin, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that's how you spell it. That should be close enough. She's on Instagram. Uh, she she's out of Austin. Uh, Funny enough, because so am I. But I didn't know that when I started following her. She has a school out here called the Atelier Dojo. So just giving you more information in case you need help finding her for some reason. Because I'm so bad at spelling, dude, because of the dyslexia that sometimes I get that stuff wrong. So in case there's like a one extra K or something, yeah. Think you found her website? Cool. Yeah, she's great. really good painter, really nice person. I hung out with her a few times because I took a class of hers. Awesome. Zoe Frank. Yes, I've heard of Zoe Frank. Her work is very interesting. I love her work. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I like Zoe Frank's paintings. Um, oh, I'm trying to remember. You found her, the Atelier Digital? Yeah. Amazing how many artists you can find with the same name sometimes. Yeah, for sure. Or actors and other stuff that like you try to look for someone and then, there'll be someone else famous with the same name. Literally, the moods some artists are able to capture, like them, it's wild. Yeah, you want to live in the paintings? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, some painters do such a good job of that. Um, I mean, I'm going to mention Nicholas Uribe again, of course, because he's become a big influence of mine. I love Jeremy Mann's paintings still. He's so good. Oh, what's his? I'm trying to remember now. Other painters. There's another painter on Instagram who has very moody looking paintings, but I can't remember his name. You looked up Zoe's work. It's a really interesting way they use color. Yeah, Zoe's really good. Her stuff's really good. Um, oh my God, there's so many. I mean, there's just so many. Amy Erickson and Benjamin Bjorklund. Yeah. Nicholas is just a godfather of painting. I Yeah, he's really good. I don't think he would agree with that assertion, but yeah, he is. My brain is just becoming slush the longer the stream goes on because I'm trying to remember names of painters and my brain is just like, no, you've been working all day. We're done. plus the drinks. There's this one guy who does these very um he does some of the still lifes he's done have been like um uh produce wrapped in tin foil. Um, Not saying that's like his signature thing, but some people might recognize his stuff from that. Um, can't can't remember his name though right now. My brain is just blanking. Make sure you're saying, Nicholas, YouTube really helped you be more confident to do your own artwork. Seeing a way of accomplishing them pieces, watching his process. Yeah, um, his channel's great. I think his channel is one of the best on YouTube because of how like you know uh, honest and straightforward and simple it is. Okay, one last question since I'm running low on juice. Who are my top 30 favorite oil painters and why? uh, just hitting me with the easy softball questions, huh? Thanks, Donley. Appreciate it. Next, you're gonna make it so that alive or dead, like you're gonna have to specify too. Good question, Lichi. I mean, technically, it's a good question. I don't don't know that I could even answer that. I think it's interesting too because there are definitely some painters out there that like I would put like one painting of theirs on, but not I wouldn't put the painter overall. Um, like I've seen some there have been some paintings that are like some of the impressionist paintings that I would put as like I might like love one or two of the paintings, but I wouldn't put the painter up there just because that's not the type of painting I'm into. Angela Angela Sung. Wait, that sounds familiar, super familiar. Is that the one from she has the Weekend Warrior Painters, right? You expect full, detailed, and heartfelt reasoning. Each pick, no pressure. Yeah, right. That's who Angela Sung is, right? She does the um she's the founder of Weekend Warrior Painters or part of the founders. Warrior Painters. Yeah. Yeah, she's fantastic. She's really good. Also super nice. I used to go out with the Weekend Warrior Painters when I lived in LA. So so sweet and nice. Um yeah. You know, one painter who is like really good, but I don't know him from his paintings as much, um, is Andrew Loomis. I know him from his books on like how to draw and stuff, but I've seen one or two of his paintings. Oh man, he was good. I mean, you'd expect that because of all the books on how to like draw and paint, but damn, he was good. It's just it just wasn't, how can I put this? It was very like technical, so it was just like a portrait, the one I saw. So it wasn't as interesting, but gosh, he is good. Oh yeah, the Weekend Warrior Painters is a great group, and also for anyone watching this after the fact, it's worth mentioning that they now have a lot of um, a lot of material online to help you, like classes and stuff. I think if I remember correctly, they're teaching a lot more. So yeah, you're busy looking up all these people. You're not aware apparently. Yeah, yeah. So the Weekend Warrior Painters have some cool stuff online, uh, workshops, classes, stuff like that. So I would definitely like check out their website. When I went out with them to paint, um, like it was so pitiful because I'm not a good plein air painter and I was new to oils too at the time, so I was like, not only was I bad at plein air, I was also bad at oil painting. Um, yeah, it was so pitiful. But everyone was super nice. You know, it was great. It was a great group. Michael John Asro. I'm not familiar with that name. So right now, uh, I'm fixing some of the folds in the shirt. That's one thing that I can sometimes get lost in is folds. It's so easy to like misplace them. It's not always important to get them exactly right, but they do they can convey form for sure. Oh, that's rough on the ego, but probably uh what is it? Lit a little an artistic fire. Oh, yeah, no, I had the fire at the time. It was rough to go out and be so bad all the time, but you know, it's all right. You gotta laugh at yourself. Honestly, if I went out plein air painting right now, probably do this. I'd probably only be slightly better because I'm still not good at plein air painting. So those warrior painters are mad. So many amazing artists in the group. Maybe one day you'll join their Bay Area meetups. You were close to going a few years ago, though. Yeah, I mean, I would do it if you can, if you physically can. There, it's a good group. I totally would recommend it. Although I will say this, oil painting plein air is not the most convenient. Most of the people in the group did gouache or watercolor for the most part. Not that there's anything wrong with oils. Some people did digital, like it's whatever you want. It's just oils can be a pain in the butt. Because sometimes the places that they set up are not like very friendly for big setups. Having said that, there were some people who painted in oils, some other people who painted in oils. Um, there's one guy he would come in and he would set up with a French easel every time, um, which was wild. Um, yeah, really good. Oh, you've got a French easel? Yeah. That's they're I have one too, but it's crappy. It's rickety and it's practically falling apart. Donnelly says several rather famous artists, and you're sure not so many famous artists are seriously hurting their eyesight from plein air painting. Really? What, from the sunlight? No, you're sure it was due to time of day they'd paint in? Really? I didn't never thought of that. Yeah, from the sunlight. Interesting. That never even occurred to me. Like I never thought of that as being a potential problem or risk. I did one time. One time when I was painting, I, I'm walking out to paint with my sunglasses on, and I'm setting up and everything, and I forgot to take them off. So I'm painting, and I'm like, man, everything looks really kind of dark and saturated and everything. uh, Scorched corners. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that being a problem. I never thought of it, but I could definitely see it being a problem. Um, I, I wonder if it's actually damaging um, their retinas, um, or if it's the lenses, because people with cataract surgery have their lenses removed and replaced. So I'm just curious. Did I get a unique look out of the painting from the sunglasses? No, I didn't. I got a crappy painting out of it because I was crap at plein air at the time. So nothing good came of it, unfortunately. I literally have, I think, maybe one good painting out of all the times I went plein air painting because I'm not good at it. You used to have photosensitive glasses, but stopped wearing them to see color more accurately uh, during art things. What is photosensitive glasses? Are those the glasses that like change color depending on how light things are? The ones that turn into sunglasses, basically. Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, oh, here's something interesting. So, people who have so cataract surgery, if you're not familiar with it, they basically um, slice off part of the lens. Horrifying, I know. Um, and they replace it with a synthetic one, like plastic or something. I don't know what it's made out of. Um, and the interesting thing about that is that some people that get cataract surgery because there's no longer that filter, um, can see uh, a degree of ultraviolet light afterwards. Apparently, it's really bad for their retinas, though. So they have to wear like special sunglasses. You watched videos of that? Yeah. I think it's super interesting. Like I'm so curious what it would be like to see ultraviolet light, like things in ultraviolet, with your real eye, not like processed through computers. But at the same time, I also don't want to hurt my retinas. So, that's not a trade-off I'd be like dying to have. That happened to Monet or someone else. Yeah, I don't trying to remember. Monet was going blind. He was losing his eyesight. I don't think that happened to him, but he was losing his eyesight. That's why the later lily pad paintings are like much higher contrast. Everything they say everything looks bluer when exposed. Yeah. Don Lee, thanks for the stream, Leon. It was great seeing everyone. Love how this piece is coming along. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, I hit the 3 hours. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna be wrapping up soon. It's almost midnight. It's getting late. Uh, so yeah, I'll be wrapping up soon as well. Thanks everyone for stopping by. With the delay in chat, I always hate the like saying goodbye because I feel like I cut people off because of the delay. But yeah, I really appreciate everyone for stopping by. I'm gonna give it a long good night run today. Uh, Thanks, Leechy. I appreciate it. Yeah. So I will be streaming on Wednesday, kind of the same time again, FYI, to anyone watching as well after the fact. Um, yeah, my goal is to make, what's it called? Monday, Sunday, Monday, Wednesdays, my stream days right now. Um, we'll see how it goes. Time might change those, but as of now, that's what I'm keeping. Lychee, thank you so much. I appreciate the compliment. Yeah. I always wonder if the subtleties, like I'm working on like really subtle aspects now. I do always wonder like how much that stuff ends up conveying. You know, I know it can be hard to film this, but I didn't like having like I tried doing a detailed camera and I didn't like that too much, so I don't think I'm going to do that again. But yeah. Um, it's been great catching the stream. Sounds like good days. I hope so. I hope it, works for people's schedules. I know for my personal schedule, like those seems to be like the best days um for streaming. Like Mondays are usually pretty not all that busy at work. Wednesdays, same, so on and so forth. Yeah. So I'll give it a shot for a couple months and see how it goes and adjust as needed. But yeah, it was great. It was great catching up with people. Thanks, thanks everyone for stopping by. Have a great night, and I'll catch whoever shows up on Wednesday and on Sunday. All right. Thanks everyone.